Well, we've done some fantastic episodes over the last few weeks. We've visited the Portland sand dunes and explored that area. We've also done some tough touring around the Woods Point region. This week, nothing different. We've got 3 great trips, so let's get stuck straight into it. Your 4x4 is proudly presented by Berrima Diesel, ARB 4x4 accessories, Piranha off-road products, Kmart rear end protection, wholesale automatic transmissions and Lightforce performance lighting.
Hi folks, I'm Andy from the missionpatrol.com.au forum. We're up here at Loveday 4x4 Adventures for our Easter forum meetup. We've had this plan for about probably 2 years now and we're pretty excited to get up here. There's 15 cars and roughly 20 something people, have an absolute ball with our kids and wives and whatnot. We've been here now for roughly 4 days. We've done the 3 hill climbs and the last one's quite difficult. Done the mud bath at the front of the Loveday Tavern. Had a massive cook-up the other night with 17 people and all the different roasts and veggies and had an absolute blast. Plenty of fun to be had by everyone here. We've got steep sand dunes, rocky climbs, mud bars and great touring tracks to see this great part of South Australia. We've got 13 GU patrols, a couple of nice GQ patrols and unfortunately 2 Land Cruisers which are currently broken. We've got all different types of vehicles here, some highly modified with big lifts and big tyres to more touring type vehicles. Everyone get out and about and learn a lot and experience all different types of terrain. It's great to meet up with a lot of the members you've been talking to on the forum for many, many years, and it's great to put some faces to names. So I'm looking forward to meeting a lot more people at the Queensland meetup this October. It's Easter Sunday here at Loveday and Tony's put on a bit of a treat for the kids, done a bit of an Easter hunt with all the vehicles and whatnot.
Is it worth saving? Is it worth trying? Is it worth
forum's a great way to make new friends, get amongst it, so we're looking forward to more trips coming up soon. Please jump on the forum, nissanpatrol.com.au, and find out what's happening around your part of the world.
Sometimes it's not sometimes it's not worth it to fix that's never been broken.
I'd like to thank all the forum members who have come up. It's been a long time coming. We've had an absolute blast. Look forward to it again. So I'm Andy from nissanpatrol.com.au. Thanks for watching our Easter forum meetup at Loveday 4x4 Adventures, and thanks to Tony for having us, and thanks to all the members who have joined us. Hope to see you all next time.
Is it worth changing? Is it worth making up a lie for you to say?
Well, Simon, our entry this week comes from Tammy Goodchild, and Tammy has written, with 2 young kids, we are looking for freedom and fun, and our Pajero 4x4 gives us all that and more.
For sending in that email, you've won yourself a Lightforce tack torch and stubby holder. All entries go into the running for the ARB twin motor portable compressor, the projector inverter, and the amazing Carryboy canopy worth $3,500. Thanks to all of the sponsors, and check the website for full details.
To truly see the road ahead, some drivers need ESP. Others simply choose Lightforce. Welcome to Lightforce country, where your safety is our vision.
Whether you've got ESP or not, Lightforce Performance Lighting is the smart choice. Does your diesel smoke, lack power, or have poor fuel economy? Then you need the Berrima Diesel treatment. Fine-tuning diesels since 1956, the Berrima Diesel technicians are Australia's leading diesel wizards. From a turbo installation to a high-tech dyno tune, when you think diesel, think Berrima Diesel. Visit thedieselexperts.com and make an appointment for more power, more torque and better fuel economy.
The next generation of shock absorbers is here. Leading the way in 4x4 suspension development, Old Man Emu introduces the most advanced and finely tuned shock absorber on the market. Nitro Charger Sport incorporates a new valving system that instantly adapts to all terrain for an outstanding smooth ride and phenomenal control. Backed by a 3-year, 60,000 kilometre warranty, you can trust Nitro Charger Sport, built in Australia for Australian conditions.
Tony Whateley, the Loveday 4x4 Adventure Park, a slightly different weekend this time.
It's going to be a crazy weekend. We've got our normal racing. We've turned it into Oz Truck, which is part of a round we're running all around Australia. This is the South Australian style with the jumps like we always do here. But to add to that, we've just decided to go for some crazy world records. We've got a big 85-foot tabletop here that we're going to try and jump all sorts of stuff over. We've got everything from a little tiny motorised esky. We move up to a Polaris Razor then. And we're going to jump a semi-trailer. So it's a bit crazy. It's an 8-tonne Ford Louisville prime mover, and if it flies and lands sweet, next year we're putting a fridge van on the back of it. We've partnered up with Mickey Thompson. They've helped us out and put a fair bit into advertising. We've sunk a lot into advertising actually and got the word out there nationally. And I just had some English guys in here. They said they've came over from London and this is their first stop, which is great. We've done a lot of advertising with Win TV and the local 2 radio stations, 5RM, Magic FM. They've helped me out a little bit with a bit of sponsorship too. And we put up about 1,000 posters all around the country. So yeah, I'm sure if you don't know about it, you're obviously living under the wrong rock. The layout for the weekend is going to be start at 9:30, go racing, and about 2 o'clock we stop racing, and I'm going to make it up as I go along. because I think that's the best way. I'm going to keep it very crowd interactive. The crowd are going to know what I'm doing as I'm doing it. I'm not going to be sitting back there behind a desk telling people when they should come out and do what events. I'll be standing up on the jump, call them out. When it's time for the monster truck to come out, I'll tell him to come out. A couple of minutes to get ready, he'll be in. So I just want to try something a little bit different so the crowd can actually see how an event's run while I'm running it. River Murray Auto Wreckers, they put up the car because we attempted the longest reverse jump in a car. Top Gear held the record at 61 feet. We fell about 5 feet short on that. Next year we're just going to get a faster car and hold it flat and blow that one into the record books as well. Toby then jumped on the quad bike, and the world record for riding a quad bike over 100 metres with the most amount of people on 2 wheels was set at 5. We threw 7 people on it, and Toby rode his 100 metres quite easily on 2 wheels. If anyone beats it, well, we'll go out and smash that again next year. And Toby went out and got the world record jump on a motorised esky at 4.01 metres. That was the first sort of attempt at it. Since then we've gone a lot further. World record, here we go. Sam brought his monster truck over Devil's Taxi out to break the world record for the longest wheel stand in a monster truck, currently set at 81 metres.
Yeah, no, look, the nerves are calming down. Yeah, I got a bit swirly there, and I'm good to go. If I could have a couple more goes. Get into it.
Sam went out there and did a couple of good runs. Some of his runs were up around 400 metres. But we've decided we're going to put it in around 150 metres just to give the Americans a chance of re-breaking that record. Nitro Circus held the record for a UTV, which is like a Polaris Razor or Can-Am Commander. They're what we describe a UTV as. The record was 47 feet. We took that record out to 94 feet, so we doubled that record. Michael Xuereb did that from down at Morwell in Victoria. His father Sam then jumped on the quad bike. Set a world record for the longest reverse wheel stand. That was set at over 1,200 feet, so that's one for people to try and tackle and beat in the future, but Sam holds it for now.
My name's Andrew Nichols and I'm from the Just Wrecking Toyota's racing team. This week we've jumped a Ford LTL Louisville Prime Mover.
You rang me up about June last year.
It was about that, yeah.
With an idea of jumping on a truck.
That's correct, yep.
I said no way. 30 seconds later said that's a good idea, didn't I?
Indeed you did.
Yeah. You can back out of this any time, you know. You want to back out of it?
No, I reckon we'll go through with it, eh?
Does the crowd want him to back out of it? No.
set by the gate.
I thought at 50 feet 6 inches, I thought that was a record we could break. Tony's the man, he can build the jumps. I thought if I could get a truck, we'd have a crack at it. And yesterday we did. Had about a 500 metre, 600 metre run up, about 11th gear. Unfortunately, we fell just a foot short, but all I've done is popped a couple of tyres, so we'll get some new tyres, get them straightened up a little bit again and have another crack next year.
I couldn't have done this weekend without those people that were by my side this weekend, just stepping up, you know, in behind the bar, helping out. I just can't name them all, to tell you the truth. We're looking to come back next year, bigger and better with our world record weekend and turn it into an absolute showstopper.
Well, Simon, our question for the experts this week comes from Brett Pillane, and Brett wants to know, is there any need to drop the tyre pressures and engage four-wheel drive for smooth gravel roads? Now, I think the expert that we'll call on this time is Matt Frost from ARB.
Punches are certainly fairly common, particularly for people running road tyres and things like that. So a very good way to minimise the likelihood of damaging the tyre through puncturing it is to drop the air pressures down. So we've got about 30 psi in the Hilux here now. I had 40 this morning on the bitumen, but we've dropped it down by about 10 pounds, and that will certainly reduce the likelihood of getting a puncture on the tyre. And then the other thing you find is with slightly lower pressures, it certainly improves the ride on these rough surfaces as well. Now the other thing I'm going to do this afternoon with this vehicle is stick it in four-wheel drive. Now a lot of people don't bother putting their four-wheel drive on dirt roads, but it's certainly very advisable. A couple of things will happen. The car will be a lot safer, you've got a lot more control over the car, and then the other thing is, rather than slipping and sliding and so forth, which will again put more wear on the tyres, we'll find that having the car in four-wheel drive will make the tyres last a lot longer as well on these sort of surfaces.
For asking that question, you've won yourself a Piranha Clamp It. All entries go into the running for the Wholesale Automatics full automatic transmission kit, including a heavy-duty valve body, converter lockup switch and temperature gauge. A Lightforce HID 50-watt set of 170mm strikers, the Black Widow premium awning and the RFI antenna kit. If you drive a four-wheel drive with or without a dual battery kit, then it's time to upgrade. Modern vehicles and modern battery technologies require smart electronics, and the Piranha Off-Road Products DBE140 dual battery controller has all the smart grunt you will need packed into an affordable and tiny package. Priced at just $170, the Piranha DBE140 is the smart choice in dual battery management. For more information on how you can stay charged, visit piranhaoffroad.com.au. Driving an automatic four-wheel drive off-road can be downright dangerous. But for all you auto owners, help is now at hand. The auto experts at Wholesale Automatic Transmissions now offer complete 4x4 and off-road kits for most popular four-wheel drives. If you need to improve your towing capabilities, need more control for descents, or just want your auto beefed up for improved performance, then contact Wholesale Automatic Transmissions and they'll ship what you need worldwide. Check the website for details.
Sometimes the front runners lead from behind, and when it comes to protecting your rear, Kmart are world leaders in rear end protection and tow bar combinations. The just released Prado 150 is no exception, with a bar that is designed to follow the car's lines and work with your sensors and factory camera. For the best in rear end protection, trust Kmart. It's a statement. not just an accessory, but the toughest of 4x4 trips. For more info, go to kmart.com.au.
First up this week is this fun-looking Feroza, running on 31s with custom bar work. It's great on the sandy hills around Roxby Downs. Next is this Holden Colorado, decked out with ARB bar work and Old Man Emu suspension. This shot was taken near the Abercrombie River, ready to do some trout fishing. Now this sure looks interesting. The 4Runner has only some minor modifications, but still had a great time on the tracks at the Loveday 4x4 park. This Ford Ranger had no trouble in the sand on a recent trip to Fraser Island. Next upgrade on the list is a suspension lift. And our last entry for the week is this GQ Patrol, tackling one of the many bog holes in the Tallarook State Forest.
If you've just seen your photo, be the first to email Danny at your4x4.com.au and you'll win the Projector DC20 12V to 12V charger. All photos go into the major draw of a Kmart rear bar, a Berrima DP chip and a Travel Buddy oven. Check the website for full details.
Hi, I'm Colin from Mickey Thompson Tyres, and we organise dealer weekends, which basically involves our retail tyre dealers to come and enjoy getting off-road for a chance to use the tyres and see what they can really do off-road. This morning we met up at Healesville at 8:30 for a 9 o'clock takeoff, and we went up to the Black Spur, let the pressures down and started doing tracks through there. We got to some interesting sections. Some quite big mud holes which we ended up winching out of, which was actually good to see how the tyres perform and flex up on the ledges and the ridges. It was good to see the tyres perform and use those side lighters climbing up those ruts. We also then stopped at Mountain Disappointment and had lunch there. On the way there are a few tricky sections of large rocks, a little bit of scrambling going on, but when you let your pressures down to about 18 psi you get a lot more traction and the tyres mould straight over those rocks. We came into one interesting section with a large bog hole. We ended up actually witching out of that one. It was very deep, very rutted. The mud was very soft and sloppy. So after climbing up to Mount Terrible, we came back down through Jamison and now we've stopped at Skipworth Reserve. We're going to have a barbecue here tonight and camp in the swag, and tomorrow morning we'll be getting up nice and early to have another full day out. We'll be going through Woods Point, Matlock, Triangle, Nuji, and then off to home from there. Probably a fairly slow pace. We need to let those pressures down a fair bit, and then after we've been in Nuji we'll probably stop for a quick break and then head home.
Yeah, g'day. My name's Dave from Lindsay's Tyres. We've just been doing the Mickey Thompson Dealer Weekend for early 2012. We'll be doing a couple more tours throughout the year. This particular tour, seeing as it's been quite hot and dry, we've been sticking to some of the more hard to get to areas, doing some of the harder tracks here and there. We've gone from Marysville, worked our way right through to Cumberland Junction, and then we've worked our way up through to Big River and then Mount Terrible, and doing a little bit of touring along the way. We camped near Kevington last night. Kevington's one of those places that's a real mecca for people looking to go camping in the high country. This morning we retraced our steps back up to the ridge along to where Mount Matlock Tower is, and we've worked our way down into Nuji through a few other tracks that we know of. It's been a good trip, been nice and warm, and the weather's been kind, and we'll be looking forward to going again.
So we've had a great weekend out and we've come to the end of our trip. It's great to see everyone from the tyre stores to see how the tyres perform off-road and really use them. Today it was great for people to get out and test the products, especially a couple of new products that we've got going at the moment. given us a good chance to put them through their paces and see what they're really capable of. I'm Colin from Mickey Thompson Tyres. If you'd like to find out any more information about our products, jump on the 4Drive TV website and follow the links.
This week I thought we'd take a quick look at what the wheelers in the Dominican Republic are up to. As we jump on board with local enthusiast Franklin and the FJ Island Cruiser DR Club. Like the rest of us wheelers, the Dominicans obviously love the mud and getting out in their modded vehicles. These well set up FJ cruisers certainly look the part in the local jungle, and I'd love to join them one day for a trip. We hope to see more from these guys in the future, and would like to thank the Dominicana Off-Road, the FJ Island DR Club and Entrenamiento Visual. Well, a big thank you to Danny Sparks Cousins for looking after all of the competitions. Tune in next week for another great episode of Your 4x4. I'm Simon Christie. I look forward to seeing you next week.